Michael is currently studying at a private high school, where he is now in his third year. During his first and second years, several professors reported him to the principal multiple times due to his frequent absences from class. However, during debates, the boy consistently emerged victorious, leading these professors to understand his capabilities and eventually become his friends. He consistently provides the same arguments in debates, showcasing his brilliance as a student who triumphs over his professors. Returning to the present, a new mathematics professor has taken note of his absences in class and has reported this to the principal. Consequently, Michael has been summoned to the dean's office. Professor Mr. Joseph presents his complaints to the principal, stating that Michael frequently skips his class and is not performing well academically. He expresses concern that Michael's grades may decline as a result of this behavior and accuses him of cheating in his studies. Upon reviewing the total grades, it is evident that he has still passed both semesters. The professor suspects that the principal is protecting Michael and manipulating his grades to ensure he passes. In light of that statement, the principal collected and provided him with all the complaint reports from the other professors, indicating that all of you share the same complaint and that all of you are mistaken. Michael states, "Good afternoon, ma'am. I apologize for the inconvenience, and sir, if I may, I would like to explain my perspective. Sir, could you please lend me a pen and paper so that I can write down and demonstrate how I achieved my grades despite being absent from your classes? Firstly, I would like to pose some questions to you, Sir Joseph. When we, the students, registered to attend this school, what did you present to us? Do you recall it?" The professor replied, "Yes, I presented you with the grading system." Michael joyfully responds, "Yes. And that is the answer to this complaint." "How so?" "Sir, could you please specify the topics and the percentages included in our grading system?" Mr. Joseph responds while Michael records his statements. 50% for exams, 20% for recitations, 15% for quizzes, 10% for attendance and GMRC, 5% for religion. Michael clarifies that even though he has missed some of Sir's classes, he has not been absent during quizzes, recitations, and exams. The professor replies with a "No. What grade do I have in those subjects?" 48% for exams, 17% for recitations, 15% for quizzes, 4% for attendance and GMRC, 0% for religion. What is the total, sir? It amounts to 84%. Now, what constitutes a failing grade? It is 75%. Is 84% a passing or failing grade? Now, please inform me, Sir Joseph, do I pass or fail my grades? His response was regrettably affirmative, stating that you have passed. However, how could you anticipate the topics if you have been absent from my classes? Allow me to clarify, sir. I prepare in advance using the textbooks we possess. Whenever I miss a class and you discuss topics not covered in the books, I obtain notes from my classmates and make photocopies to study them. Additionally, I review potential questions you might ask, whether they are multiple choice, parts, types, essays, or enumerations. I then create my own exam and apply this strategy to answer them. Initially, I employ the words 2-1-word strategy. For instance, when asked to enumerate the types of high clouds, my response is cirrostracumulcirrus, which encompasses cirrostratus, cirrocumulus, and cirrus. I repeatedly articulate this while writing it down until I have it memorized. This method significantly simplifies my ability to recall all of them by using a single word as a reference. I utilize the acronym strategy for a different inquiry, such as, what distinguishes the high cloud structure? Cirrostratus TSLL signifies a thin, sheet-like layer. Cirrocumulus SWPP denotes small, white, puffy patches. Cirrus Twafsic represents cirrus thin, wispy, and feathery streaks composed of ice crystals. Mr. Joseph expresses his astonishment and tells Michael what an excellent strategy he possesses. The principal inquires of the professor whether he intends to proceed with his complaint report to her, having received all responses from the student. The professor replies, "No, I now comprehend.